Alright, so today is a very special video because I want to run through my entire business plan, all my systems, the way I run things, what the whole business is about, and essentially I just want to bring you guys along and just keep you updated. But it's more for me as a visual video of this current, like today's 19th of January, February, March, April, May, 19th of May. So yeah, this is what's currently happening with my business. Now, my business is called Day One. I'm currently on the Twitter. Let me shrink that down. That's good. You can see me. Lovely. Right. So, where should we start? So, what is the business? So, the business is called Day One, and originally it was going to be a series of Notion templates that I was going to create and sell, including like a productivity system, like habit trackers, like time blocking schedules, like, and then eventually branch out to like financial trackers and fitness systems, you know what I mean? Just loads of different types of Notion templates. So that was the original plan. So originally, that was the plan. And the first thing I did was I created the first thing I did was create the Notion systems. Let me run through that for you before I go into the whole websites and the store and the way I'm trying to pivot currently. So I'll try and do this in the corresponding order that I actually did everything. So initially, before I even go into this, I'll show you where I was inspired. So my friend, one of my old friends, Levi, he put me onto Notion a while ago, and I was using it for my YouTube channel, like for content creation. Not this channel, my other channel. That's surpassed 10 million views now, I'm happy to say. So that's going well. But originally, I was inspired to do these productivity systems by a few people. Let me just, so it's Iaslo, he was one of them. He's like a big one in this niche. So as you can see, he's got productivity trackers like this. Notes dashboard, journal, book tracker, habit tracker. So that's one example. And then there's like Amelia Notion. She's another example of this. As you can see, lovely stuff. Yeah, lovely stuff. And then there's another one. Is it Pablo? I'll just type in Pablo Notion. It's not Pablo. It's like Piablo or something. There's another guy. Anyway, so that's the premise. I was inspired by these guys. And if these guys can do it, I can do it. Especially when every time I go on like Instagram or something, all I get is their kind of ads. And I know that my purpose shifted because originally I wanted to just make money, right? And I still do want to make money, but now I actually have the purpose of helping other people while I'm making money. It's like a win-win. So that's why I shifted onto doing this rather than focusing on my other YouTube channel. I'm currently just using that as like a side income thing. It's just bringing me income, and then I'm using that income on this kind of stuff. On like paying for like websites. I'm paying for like Twitter Premium nowadays. Domains, other things, okay? There's the email automation and stuff like that. I'll get into that later. Anyway, so these are the Notion templates. Originally, this is the one I started off with. This is my Day One Ultimate Productivity System. It's really advanced. It took me ages to create. Okay, like if I go back, you can see everything corresponds. If I change these, this changes up here. We've got the hub here, we've got the habit tracker, all these correspond and work. Like, so if you change one thing, it changes elsewhere. We've got the focus mode with an embedded lo-fi system. We've got a monthly calendar. I haven't used, this is the official one, so I haven't actually used this. So if I go back to, you can see this is how it works. We've got notes here, and there's like, you can do journals, grocery lists, stuff like that. To-do list. Now this is what I still use every single day on my other one. There's like a copy. I've just realised I'm a bit sunburnt there, aren't I? To-do list. That's really good. And then I have long-term goals and short-term goals here. And then down here we have a weekly scheduler, which you can turn into an all-day one, or you can turn it to afternoon. You get the picture. It's really complex, really nice, and so originally I wanted to sell that. So before I go into my other templates, let me just show. I created a website for this. Now I built this website on a website called Framer, which is this one. Let me publish that quickly, actually. Update. Boom, published. So I created this on a website called Framer, which looks like this, and this is the whole website. Can I minimize that? Can I visible? No. So yeah, you can see that's what it looks like, and I can run through this whole thing just really quickly. This is what it looks like. If I refresh the page, this is what we got going on. Are you ready? Nice swipe up transition, really high quality. I need to change that number. But yeah, we got, that looks nice, you know, some nice animations. These buttons all work. We got the logo and that. Actually, I should even go into like the whole process of making like the logo and stuff like that, but I'll do that later. Anyway, so we got all this story. It's really nicely done, in my opinion. It's the first website I've ever created. You know, like all these slide over. There's like some cool animations. We got this. We got like these nice pop-out reviews from my friends that was nice enough to review my templates. We've got the price in here, so, and a free ebook as well, and how to do it, and joining the newsletter. And then we got some questions and answers. Yeah, it all works. And the thing is, what I didn't know before is you can't just create a desktop one. You then have to make like a template version and a mobile version, and that is, as you can see, so this is the desktop, this is the tablet, this is the iPhone, for example. So yeah, that's an example of all that. I'm not going to go into this too much, but that was an interesting experience learning all of that. So that's what I originally did. Cool, we got that. We got the website going and all these work, for example. After the website, the next thing I did was I made a newsletter, which is here. So I can click get started. That'll link me to my newsletter here. We got BecomeADayOne, that's the name of the newsletter. And you get free templates, product discounts, life enhancement, and personal growth guides, just like you do on my YouTube video, just in text form. And it's completely free. So I'll leave a link to that in the description if you're interested, as well as all the other stuff that I covered today. So you just type in your name, type in your email address, let's get started, and then I can send like an email automation thing through MailChimp. That's the website that I'm using. So yeah, that's that side. I currently have 0 people on my newsletter, which is great, on my email list. I tried really hard, and I still haven't. It's nothing has taken off at the moment. Okay, so that's that. And then, so what else have I done? So if you come over to, I want this, boom, takes you to my Day One Gumroad store. Now this is where I actually sell all of the products. So if I come off this quickly, this is my Gumroad page, and if I come down to profile, you can see I've got 4 trackers right now. I'll go into these 3 a little bit later on, but so the main one is obviously the productivity operating system. Looks like this, and we've got this nice graphic here. We've got the basic and the advanced version. The advanced version, you get lifetime productivity template updates, so anytime I update it, you get the email and you get the new version. So here's a nice screenshot here. Here's all the things that's included within it. This takes me back to the website, so everything kind of interlinks, which works well. So that's that. What else have we got? So then, so after I did this, I then decided it was time to create a Twitter. Out of all the social medias, I went with Twitter first because I have a decent amount of experience with it. I've been on Twitter for a while now. So I wanted to go with that first, rather than creating like a Facebook and then an Instagram and then a TikTok and stuff like that. Rather than doing all that, I wanted to start nice and simple with just simple text content. So that's what I did. I created a Twitter. Now, on my Twitter, where it is, I wanted to remain anonymous, and I still think I am going to, although this could change because the whole process isn't currently working, and the whole being anonymous is, it's nice to have the privacy, but it's not really working, and it just makes everything a little bit more awkward. Like I uploaded this video the other day. Here we go, and I've like had it's like a 3-minute video. It's on my YouTube. You can check it out. But I had to blur my face for the full thing just to test it out, and it's just a lot more effort. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me start off with my Twitter. Actually, before we go there, so we got my profile picture, anonymous. We got the nice logo here. God, talking really does like ache your jaw. Right, I make Notion templates that improve your life. Self-improvement enthusiast, life optimizer. Want a free template? This links you to the newsletter, which is again in the description if you want to track it. This one links to the website, and I've got 4 followers. I've been on here, well, I joined in May 2024, but I've been on here like actually actively posting for I think about a week now, I'm going to say. Like if I head down to the bottom, which shouldn't take long because I've pretty much just started. Here we go. So basically the whole idea behind running a Twitter was to gain followers and post quite frequently. I've done a lot of research on how to grow on Twitter, and this is, you know, posting 2 to 3 times to 4 times a day, interacting, like sending about 10 DMs a day, sending about like interacting like with the people you're following, and also bigger accounts to get engagement. Doing that every single day, like 50 times, 25 to 50 times, and I'm currently doing that. And then the process people follow is they tend to either link their, you know, say something like this, like let's run 10,000 YouTube, blah 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 blah. I'll send you exclusive tips here. Link to the newsletter, right? Okay. Which has had 28 impressions, 30 impressions. They're the first one. Oh, this one's had 99 views, but that is my pinned tweet. So here's like I did a build in public. Anyway, you get the picture. I'm telling life stories. I feel like I'm doing all the right things. I'm doing threads. You know, I'm showing that I can do it. Here's 1 million long form views in just a couple of months on my other YouTube channel. But people are just not buying it. I'm interacting. I'm even making these cool little graphics. I mean, look at this. One success is a result of multiple failures. So that's an example. I'm making these cool animations, which I'll get into a little bit later. But anyway, so I did this, and the idea after doing this, after interacting with people, was to get followers. It's not quite working yet, so I'm going to change my approach. Maybe start posting some of these videos, and maybe remove the anonymous thing, because I don't see many people doing it. I thought that was what would set me apart from people, but it seems like if you want to sell people stuff, they kind of want to see your face and who you are. I don't know, that's just me. I'm new to all of this entire thing, so the whole thing's a learning process. So anyway, after this, what I decided to do was I started creating some Notion templates, and the idea was that I was going to give these let me go back onto my Gumroad quickly. I've created these 3 Notion templates. One's a deep work operating system, one's a hydration tracker, and the other one's a grocery list. The idea behind these was I was going to give these away for free in exchange for an email, and then you join my email list, and I was going to basically funnel them back to the main thing that I'm trying to sell, which is the ultimate productivity operating system, which again is a really high quality operating system, and it's definitely worth the money. But we've got no leads yet. We've got no downloads on anything. I haven't actually promoted these 2 yet, but I've started promoting the grocery list. I feel like looking back, these are a bit random. Grocery list, hydration tracker. I get the deep work operating system, but I don't know. I'm probably going to focus, if I do more free templates, on productivity rather than like a grocery list. I guess you can argue it is kind of making your grocery list more efficient, but you get the picture. So that's that. So I made these. You can check these out on Notion. If I come over here and then go to the hydration tracker, here's the hydration tracker. You know, pretty cool. We've got the focus mode, which looks a lot like this. You can take science notes and stuff like this. You know, I have put like a decent amount of time into all these things. It's not like I've just slapped them together. Got like a grocery list here. I've got like the buy me a coffee if you want to donate to me. I've got that on it, every single one. And rate this template 5 stars. So that was the idea. Start selling these. And I was gonna get some sort of a Twitter following, gonna get people to interact with me. It seems like no one wants to like my stuff. Like I'm just getting 0 likes, 0 replies. Stop plotting, take action. A nice 4-minute video here. Really cool animation here. I mean, it's getting some views, but do you want a free Notion template? I'm giving a free Notion no one wants it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm obviously doing something wrong. So it's time. I need to pivot. I need to do something else different. So what I decided to do was I've been messaging a few people to try and make a few friends. I've made a few friends. Let me just quickly, like, a lot of these just completely ignored me. There's this Sammy guy here. He helped me out. He followed me, but other than that, it's a bit crap, to be honest. No one, it seems like everyone in this space they're all friends, and I'm just out here the loner kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've only been around a week. I'm not complaining. It's just all a learning curve, so it's just interesting. So where can we go to next? So I decided to buy premium because apparently Twitter Blue or Twitter Premium is a thing nowadays. I haven't really used Twitter since like 2019, 2020, 2020, yeah. So apparently that's a thing, and apparently there's free stages. Can I have a look at this? No, I can't look at this because I've got premium now. But essentially, it allows you apparently to have more of a reply boost, and I believe more of a reach, and it makes your account look more official. So I decided to suck up and pay like £9 a month, I think it is, which is a decent amount really, in order to get more reach. This doesn't seem to be working or doing anything quite yet. I mean, I've done it, but my account's under review for the blue tick. I haven't actually got the blue tick, so I don't know if premium's actually working yet. Not entirely sure how it's working. I don't know. Okay, so nothing seems to have changed yet. I'm even in this community building public. Anyway, so that's that. It's not working, okay? I've watched when I do my like 10k runs or like half marathons, I tend to like stick on like a long YouTube video and try and learn some stuff about marketing or, you know, any sort of productivity. Oh my god, I am peeling. So yeah, that's what I try and do. So I came across a guy called, I forgot his name. I'm sorry to the guy, but anyway, I decided to create like a actual, I guess, a day one, like what's the purpose of it? And I've decided it's actually a good idea to niche down a bit more, because originally I was making Notion trackers on finance and fitness, and that was the plan, which I might still do, but I'm gonna focus especially content on Twitter and YouTube. I'm on purely productivity stuff. So here's what I did. Product market fit. Day one is for people who are struggling with focusing and staying productive, which is a lot of people. Aimed at people who watch TV, use social media a lot, doom scroll, brain rot, party all the time, uni students, 13 to 30-year-olds, unfit, vape, no goals, no ambitions, stuck in a hole who want to change their life. So this is a large amount of people, you'd think, right? I mean, how many people do you know that just sit there and doom scroll on Instagram? Solution, break them down. Remove old habits, replace them with new. Provide with top tier resources and information to make them see the light, turn them into a top 10 individual. Now, I said top 10 because I feel like that's the level that I'm currently at. Like, people say top 1%. I mean, maybe I am. I'm not entirely sure on the percentage, but I'm going to say top 10% as a baseline. That's the minimum that we want to get them. So time, efficiency, self-improvement, and happiness, overall life happiness. So that's the solution. That's what I want to do. How am I going to do this? Resources such as content creation, where they spend most of the time. Okay, so that's a good place to target them. Convincing them of a better life. Showing them techniques, building discipline, good mental health. Notion templates, document sheets, courses, templates, email marketing, text and video content like the one you're watching right now. Over time, swim upstream, solve rich people's problems. It's the same amount of work to solve a poor person's problem compared to a rich person's problem, but the value created is different. And why? Why am I doing this, right? I'm very good at strategizing my time along with being disciplined in doing hard things most individuals don't want to do. So yeah, that is what I'm really good at. I can show people how much more productive you can be, utilizing time better and achieving more, putting you further on in life than their peers. Also, get to help people for a living. Who doesn't want that? Bettering not only their lives, but positively impacting the overall world, having a net plus on the earth. Sounds great, doesn't it? Sounds absolutely amazing. So niche one. This is niche one. Productivity, time efficiency. So that's what I'm going for. I'm going to niche down to just productivity because I know a lot about productivity. Once progress is being made in this niche and it's exhausted, we then slightly pivot towards health and fitness, making money, relationships, basically other types of self-improvement. So what I've done is I've gone for the self-improvement niche and I'm picking productivity as a sub niche within that. I'm going to conquer that, going to do really well, focus all my energy into that, and then slowly, as you can see here in this diagram, slowly just pivot 10% out to fitness or finances, for example. A man who chases two rabbits catches neither, Chinese proverb. Cool little thing. Pivot only when the niche is exhausted. So once I've got some sort of a following and, once people actually watch my stuff, which will happen, should happen eventually, I don't know. So the current issues that I'm facing, right? Problem. I don't really want to use my face within the content. I want to live a private, fruitful life. I do. I just do. But I can't think of a other way to do it other than show my face. I've got here like blur face, but it doesn't look great because it makes me look untrustworthy. People don't know who I am, which is kind of the point. But it just, you know what I mean? When creating content, it's just so much easier just to show my face. I don't want to do it because I just want to live a private life. But I don't see another way. Please, if you can think of something else. If I can do less work, it's more beneficial, surely. Anyway, so I've got suck it up and just do it, which is what I'm doing on here, which is what I maybe have to do on Twitter, which is what I might have to do. Drone videos take longer. So I had an idea for drone videos. I'll go into that in a second because that is really interesting. I only started this yesterday. It's taken a long time, but we're getting there. Anyway, the desired audience doesn't necessarily have extra money. It has been done before, enough desire and convincing it may work. So this point here, the desired audience doesn't necessarily have money. So I'm kind of aiming at like I said, 13 to 30-year-olds. Specifically, I guess, uni students. Now, uni students live like the most degenerate lives. I've got friends who are uni students who, I've seen what it's like when people are at uni. They drink like 5-6 times a week. You know what I mean? They're going out every week. They're spending all the money. They have no good habits. And that's just how it is. So if they don't have that much money because they're spending all the time doing that, it's not great. Which is why I use the thing of expanding to, go for like the more of a richer, go after the rich because they have more money for it. So that's an issue. But if you look at people like, if I hop on YouTube quickly and type in Hamza is one of the guys that I first started following in the self-improvement niche like 5 years ago now. 5 years? When did all this video? 4 years ago. Surely it's been longer than that. Anyway, but I remember watching all of these videos, all of them, watched absolutely all of them. And he's done it. He aims at people. Well, he doesn't necessarily anymore, but now he does. He aims at people who were uni students and stuff like that, for example. So it's been done before, okay? So what I did to create more content is in Premiere Pro, if you check out this, I'm just going to be silent for a sec. So I wanted to stand out a little bit by making guides on my templates. I thought that'd be a good idea, right? So I've got a nice little... Actually, before I jump into this, let me just show you my whole process of graphics that I've got. You know, like I've spent a lot of time on a lot of things, but the thing is, I've had a lot of experience in Photoshop and graphics before, so you know it works out. You know what I mean? Like ebooks here. Yeah, you get the picture. Anyway, so I made these here. I'm just gonna play out the first little bit so you can just see. Let me do that again. Oh, fuck's sake! Hold up. There you go. Yeah, I don't think you can hear it for whatever reason. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's the point. So I've done like a nice guide to them. So I've made 2 of them so far. I've only released 1 of them. So that were an idea of how to be different. And I've also came across, before I show you this, let me show you, what's his name? Trainer Winnie? Might be wrong. Here we go. So I came across this channel who does bodybuilding simplified, and this might seem like it's going off track. I'll come back to it. So here's like an example of what he'd... Oh, don't give me an ad. I've got ad blocker on. It's all right.
This is the last triceps video.
So you can see it kind of does like very simplified, drawn
that you need to know to get a massive triceps. There are
video on
the one you like the most.
Bodybuilding. Okay, different types of bodybuilding. So I thought, well, I've researched, is there anything like this inside the productivity niche, right? So with self-improvement, we've got fitness and gym, which is what this guy's doing. I'm going to take it and go to the productivity niche, which is probably smaller, but I thought that's a good place to start. So what I've done is I've created my own character, and I've essentially, let me just run you through this. This is what it looks like. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, what do you think? So if like I run through the whole thing, you can see I've done a lot of drawing. It's taken a long time. I think I've got like 3 minutes of this. I think it's, you know, I think a lot of it is really like high quality, and I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think it looks good. So I feel like this is something else that can set me apart. I'm not sure whether to relate it to the actual Day One brand or just have it funneling the traffic back to this. Anyway, so that's currently where I am in the process. Is there anything else I need to tell you? Like, oh yeah, for example, if I go into my Twitter and then, so I'm using a thing called Metrical to schedule my uploads. Apparently I have to pay after I use 50, so I've published 13 there. But here, as you can see, I've got loads of different like posts scheduled, and if I can see, so this is all this week there. I've got, oh god, it only goes up to the 26th, so I'm running out of content already, you know, from posting like 3 or 4 times a week. So that is where I'm currently at. Now, the thing that I want to do is I want to learn how to, I want to do 2 things. So I feel like it's it's necessary that I move to short form content on both Instagram, I guess on this channel as well, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. That's the one. So I need to move over to there so that I can reach a larger audience and bring them back, funnel them back to my paid product, which is currently my ultimate productivity system. Now, initially, the ultimate productivity system on Notion, the template, was going to be the main product, but I think I might actually create a course that I can sell. So have that as a part of it. I might even include that in the price as like oh, you get this Notion template as well, but have the course separate. And basically, the reason I want to do this is because one, I can make money from it, and two, doing that is, it'll set people apart that, you know, want to take this kind of thing seriously. So you get people that are just casual viewers, you know, casually doing it, but there's people that really want to change their life. And I said this in like another video, I don't want to make this course for 90% of people. I want to make it for the 10% of people that, you know, actually want to change their life. So that's what I want to do. And the reason that I've picked the productivity niche is because I've been doing self-improvement specifically. Well, actually, I've done it in all sorts of aspects, but I feel like productivity is the one that I have almost mastered. Like if you looked at my Google Sheets and all the different trackers that I have, I am good. I know how to organize stuff, organize my time. I know all the systems, the frameworks. I know my stuff, and I have so much information that I want to give out to people, and I can help people with. I know I can, and I'm doing it in little dribs and drabs on Twitter, on YouTube, here and there. But I want to create a full-on course. Everything's in one place. That's the plan. I don't know. So if you have made it to the end, roast me. Tell me, is this a good business idea? Am I making any mistakes anywhere? What can I do better? Tell me, please. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going, keep pivoting if something ain't working, and yeah. So that's it. How long's this video? 32 minutes. If you stay for the full thing, you're an absolute legend. All right, see you in a bit. Peace. Bye.